Hello and welcome to My Son Different. Today we have a journal entry. So we're going to be writing in our brand new journal. And this is the first entry. Gosh, guys, there's like still a lot to do within the political world. I know you guys voted in Trump. That was one positive step to 2025 in and around Thornton Township, that whole situation with Tiffany Henyard. They're voting today. You guys still need to continue doing your due diligence as citizens of the United States. You guys still need to do your part in wherever your country or wherever you're from. Around the world, there is change being implemented. Understand that this takes a lot of work. This takes a lot of action. It does take time and energy, and it takes resources. But, you know, like there are methods in which you could probably, like say you need assistance, you could mail it in. You can have one of those people, you know how sometimes they have like person that comes and takes you to the poll if you can't go by yourself. There's like certain things that you could do, but just make sure that your voice is heard and make sure you show your love and support in your jurisdiction, because that's what matters. End game, that's what matters. Like I mentioned before, the Dalton Cook County incident with Tiffany Henyard. And I like to call her the ragamuffin, but you know what I'm saying? In order to drain the swamp, in order to get rid of these alligators, you need to do the steps it takes to get rid of corruption out of office. And this prohibition mob life sort of regime, you need to take the time and do your part to put an effort into it, you know. And like I said, it takes energy and resource, but if you got it, you know what I'm saying, within your heart, you know, if you have to soul search, if you have to find a means to do that, by all means, just do it. That is, you know, not only kind of like an obligation, but it's also your duty as an American. I feel like it's showing your, you know, it's showing your needs and all that stuff, you know, from your own point of view, from your own judgment call, what needs to be, as far as action taken, at the ballot. It is showing what you would support at the podium level. And that means everything. And right now, that's all we have left. That's all we have left to do, actually, to continue doing the right thing and taking step by step. You know, this is maybe not as big as presidential, but is certainly as important. In any situation you can vote or poll or, you know, take to ballot opposition party. It's like taking a bat opposition party, and to me that is very important. So let me write that down, you know. Vote, show support, take the ballot every opportunity, push out corruption, at the polls. So that happens. And I also wanted to talk about the transportation stuff. So I'm not sure if this has anything to do with it, but factories remain closed after COVID. They never reported they were going to reopen. All our vintage equipment, gears, all our machinery or mechanics that were made in those factories are done with, until somebody else wants to step up to the plate and perform similar actions in which they are building these little, things or big things for vehicles. Transportation industry impact. Several deaths reported. Many incidents cited unknown cause, mysterious failure conditions. Now we have seen this week 2 bus crashes in Latin America. Totaling almost 100 deaths. One today in Guatemala. And about 10 in 1 month span. So I'm not going to count the deaths of those, of plane incidents. And the list goes on, the list goes on. This is just 2025. So I just wanted to highlight that today, because I know there's similar things that we need to work on. But one thing we need to take time and remember is that all industries are impacted, when we don't take the time, look and kind of research and find ways that we can not modernize, but maybe make things more make things more modernized, so that way we can have not just newer equipment, but something that will convenience maybe driver, passenger, down to passenger, that way everybody who is in this industry, owner or however, can profit and actually enjoy this from being implemented. And I think that a lot of industries are undermined by like I said, the corruption found within the systemic, issue to which people have used podium as a money grab. And a lot of things fall under that, to which is like public transit can be impacted negatively. By money grab politicians, alligators. So I'm not just talking about hat hair wearing ragamuffin. I'm talking about, money grab politicians, like corrupt politicians, and greedy, taking grant funds. And we have seen misuse of grant funds, even in the example USAID. And that's exactly why USAID was under furlough. So now they're going after all the other sectors too, looking at where somebody was able to take. Now, they can't take away us from having mayor. So that's why it takes footwork from civilian. And that's where you guys come in. And, a lot of things that can be heard at the ballot. Not just the ballot, but City Hall. And that's why we need to make City Hall safe. These people with their little civil rights era lynchings, like Tiffany Haynyard and her crew. Like I said, if it's time to drain the swamp, fall in line as a constituent and, make your voice heard, that you will not tolerate this within the community sector. Moving on, let's see, transportation stats. Moving on, I guess I wanted to show you guys the stuff that I bought. If you haven't seen the last video, it was a haul, and I want to show you guys that I have pride in my channel. And as you can see here, I put this together. That way when people see me, they will know I respect the fandom of the Red Pill. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to show it, apparently. I'm also representing for mine, and for whatever it's worth, I guess you can call me down bad for the Red Pill, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But like, I'm always ready, so you know what I'm saying? Don't count me out, count me in. Anyhow, I don't know who needed to hear that. Questioning what I do with my money. You don't pay my bills. But in the end, that's basically what it is. If you too chicken shit to say it, you know what I'm saying? That's all on you. Show your face though. And I wanted to show you guys the fitness bands, because I want to take some time for that. I know it's important to you guys. So this is Spree flat bands, the 3-pack set. It comes in a heavy, which is the gray, a light, which is the orange, a medium, which is the blue. And it only has one. It also comes with an exercise chart. So you can see the arm curl, where you pull up, the shoulder press where you pull above your head. This is the arm extension where you make a T with your wingspan. The chest press where you put it behind your back and pull away from your body. The up row tight, you put it under one foot, put one foot in front of you and pull it up with your elbows out. The kick back front raise, hold your heel back, raised with the bands underfoot, under the ball of your heel, and you extend both your leg and your arm at the same time. This looks like an advanced one. If you don't have good balance, probably hold one hand, hold it with one hand and hold on to something with your left hand, sturdy, like a sturdy chair, a heavy chair, or rail, or something that doesn't move, because that looks like something that you need, you know, balance, good coordination. So here's some tips. It says tips and care and safety. Yeah. It says you can wash them with cold water and mild soap and dry thoroughly. And to keep them dry, because the rubber will disintegrate if you don't take care of them. And it says, as always, consult doctor before beginning new regime for fitness or diet or exercise or what have you. And I'll show you the, I think this is the heavy one. That's the heavy one. This is the medium one. This is the light one. Actually, this is the medium one. The orange one's the light one, as you can see. So, the light one is really light. So I think if you want to do a longer workout session, you should use the orange one. If you're trying to do a heavier load workout but for a long time, use the blue one. And if you want to work your muscles, at any rate, use this gray one. But they always say don't skip the orange one, because the orange one's the light one and the orange one is like easier. So I think it's important when you're working out to gain confidence in your routine, and I think that's how you do it. Use the orange one. Even if you're using heavy, even if you're using weights, try the orange ones if you happen to buy them. Feel good in your own body. And let's see, the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was held in New Orleans this year. highlights of the game. Tay-Tay, Kendrick Lamar, and Eagles beating, lying, cheating, Kansas City. Behind Kendrick Lamar faces backlash as Drake house stands whom condone Jay-Z and Bey, Cowboy Carter, predatory, typical, elitist behaviors. And idolize, praise, glamorize. This type of public figure. So a lot of people have come out of the woodwork like little cockroaches saying you shouldn't call Drake a PDF. They're saying that Drake as a pedophile should not be called out because of his race is black. They are actually saying, kind of asking for, like a pass to which they can socially normalize PDF behaviors, which is predatory pedophilia behavior in society, continued even through the likes of celebrities and elite alike. They feel like they should not only be normalized in society, but they should be able to rub elbows amongst those whom conduct themselves in lawful behavior and healthy relationships with the community and actually abide by social norms. They feel like they are not only able to do this, but are better than the average human being. They don't consider anybody who opposes or could or has in them to speak out against them as human beings, or anybody who has been caught underfoot, which leaves basically nobody. Because actually, no, I feel like once one person commits an unlawful act, it's a domino effect into the entire human sector. I don't feel like anybody was missed, because once you fire them shots, honey, you don't know the history and backstories of nobody. You surely disregard human dignity in human beings, period. So I don't think that, no, one, you're not a genealogist, you don't know if that's your homeboy who also is a predator's cousin. And, you know, and that's the thing, the story with the whole criminal concept is that once one starts a thing with the public, there's always going to be an infight. There's going to be stuff that leads to violence that spills out into the streets as well. And then you see people who come and corrupt the ballot, and they want to continue this normalization of this until they feel like they have, you know, they have completely pulled one over on, you know, whoever started it. And that's not, you know, that's a made up concept, because, you know, once one unlawful act is committed, it just entirely spills over automatically into the streets, because, like I said, you don't know the backstory of each and every human being. There's always gonna be more people hurt than expected. You know, that's why we have war experts. That's why we have you know, experts at crime. We have experts at every angle that which you can actually try the government. We have an expert. So no, you know, I don't think these people are right in coming to defense of Drake, just like they're not right to defend Beyonce and Jay-Z, the Carter family, Cowboy Carter tour. You know, that's not right. That, you know, people are still praising them and glorifying them. The NFL was shouting out Jay-Z. That's not right. The Grammys gave Beyonce a country album award when it was an R&B award. People are praising Cowboy Carter album when Carter is the last name of Jay-Z, Sean Carter. I'll write that down. Sean Carter. That way we all know. Predator. Known predator. And so Kendrick Lamar was facing backlash because his little, you know, song actually dismissed this criminal predatory behavior. So I'll write that down. They're not like us. Song was too real. Pedophiles felt compelled to lashing out against lyrical confrontation of heinous crimes against the most precious, innocent, and vulnerable. The children of the community. I feel like all those people that took to cam, all those people that spoke up, you know what, clip it and share it. That way we know who these people are. Share it with the FBI. Let them see what these people had to say. They can track them down and say, you know what, you look suspicious now. Maybe you didn't before. Maybe you were under the radar, but you certainly aren't now, because you surely came out. You know, and like the cockroaches will do, they'll scatter about in the light of day, won't they? So I mean, I feel like if we show this criminal, predatory circle in the light of day, they will scatter like the cockroaches they are. But we will have names to faces and easily dismantle those installations of corrupt systems they utilize to continue normalizing funding and how do you say this? And protecting in the government sector. So, and this would be productive in causing the catalyst for change, bringing positivity to the communities around the world affected by sexual perversions, condoned by this sector. Whom align, liken, and are also bad actors engaged engaging in the criminal activities that harm. society. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. My Sunday front. Bye-bye.